What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Chris Jack back with another one. And YouTube. I talked about it yesterday being one of the ways that you can kind of earn what is perceived freedom. And I really believe it. Because one of the ways that oh man, I got some one of the ways that people try to make it in life is by real estate investing. Real estate investing, owning property, getting tenants in there, and just having a way of passive income, right? The more tenants you have, the more chances you are to make more of an income. And those are the things that they, usually like to incorporate within their portfolio. The more properties they have, the more passive income it has. But of course, the more headaches you have because you have to find the right tenant. Maybe a tenant is only in there for one lease, and then you got to find another tenant that you can trust. There's a lot of things that go into real estate owning that they don't really talk about. But YouTube, to me, it's the best way to own real estate without owning real estate. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, in my head, I feel like YouTube is also real estate, but it's digital. It's digital real estate. There's no overhead, so you don't have to pay for building a house. You don't have to buy the investment. You don't have to flip the property. None of that stuff. All it is, at the very least, is you, your camera, and your phone's camera. Your phone, it's you, your phone, and your phone's camera. That is it. At the very least. At the highest, it's, high-end lights, cameras, switchboards, stuff like that. But even those investments don't even compare to what a house is. Now, if you take the concept of real estate and you look at it where, hey, you can either have a house, you can have a condo, you can own a whole apartment building. All of that can be converted into real estate. Converted into YouTube. So when you're looking at that stuff, you look at YouTube as a platform. Now think about it. YouTube, in real estate, you need a place where your property is going to be housed. That would be the country that it's in, or the city that it's in, or the state that it's in, the province, regions, whatever. YouTube is that country, city, state, whatever it is, right? Really, I guess it would be the world. Then your YouTube channel would be that country, city, state. So the type of niche that you have would determine the type of property that it would be. So if you're in travel, if you're in tech, finance, whatever the case may be, it determines the kind of clientele that you're going to attract. So if you have a luxury apartment, you're probably going to attract a luxury client. Finance. If you have like a cooking channel, you probably attract, your more blue collar worker, which would be akin to like a townhouse. And then each video that you put on your YouTube channel is essentially a property. It's essentially a property. And your lease on that property or video would be the duration of your video. And all you, as a YouTube owner, would have to do is make sure that your video is compelling enough where each client or each viewer or each tenant, however you want to word it, stays the entire length of its lease or the duration of the video. And that is it. There's no overhead because once the video is made, it's on the internet forever. And I don't see the likelihood of YouTube going down, much less the internet going down, unless all servers on Earth crash at the exact same time. even with RAID 5 or 10 devices, I don't think that that's possible. So YouTube ain't going nowhere. YouTube is now the second largest search engine. It's owned by the largest search engine, Google, which I'm sure we all know at this point. But in my opinion, I think eventually YouTube will be the largest search engine, and Google itself will be the second largest. Even Amazon is a search engine at this point, but you're going there for a specific use case. Google, you're looking for all use cases, and generally YouTube is also now becoming all use cases, because even if you want to buy a product, chances are you can type it into YouTube and somebody will do a review on it. So, and people like visual more than reading, and Google is reading, whereas YouTube is visual. So eventually it becomes the first largest search engine in the world. I know ChatGPT is working on SearchGPT. That's a whole nother conversation, but that's not incorporating video. It could. I'm sure Sora, when that finally comes out, will be able to add some kind of video element, but even those will probably be 6 seconds. It won't be long at all. AI video can only really do at most 10 seconds. YouTube, you can get 3-hour podcasts on it. So YouTube ain't going nowhere. So as long as you make the video, your property is not going to be affected by weather. It's not going to be affected by the any of the elements that of Earth that can destroy your house. You don't have to worry about the maintenance, like your plumbing, your appliances in the house. You don't have to worry about none of that. You don't have to worry about it becoming a cesspool, or there's no erosion that's going on. Once your video's online, that's it. You don't have to worry about literally anything after the video is made. And you just leave it there, and you can make money 5, 10, 15 years out, as long as the platform of YouTube stays in existence, which, like I said, I don't think it's going anywhere. So I definitely think everybody should be on YouTube. Period. I think everybody should be on YouTube. I don't care what it is that you do. But this is your way to kind of be free. And then you got to think about it. AI is going to take a lot of jobs. There's a lot of jobs that AI is going to take. McDonald's has full-blown AI centers, where it's just one person working there, or 2 people working there just to manage the things, but it's all automated. You have, I'm sure, the Model T with Henry Ford. Any kind of factory work will be gone, because, well, machines can do it. I mean, we just had a strike with the Merchant Marine faction, where they had to, go on strike. They basically put the world on pause because, well, they see machines taking their job. They got another 10 years to breathe. But after that 10 years, you know what the world will probably look like in 10 years? So a lot of jobs, there's nobody safe. You can go on Suno AI and make music. So now everybody's a musician, or at least an A&R. So AI is coming. The only thing that AI cannot replace is real people. Now, I will say, if it ever gets to the point where AI can replicate influencing, where they can pretend that they're an influencer and do videos based on that, that's when will be scary. It'll be scary, but at the same time, I don't think that technology is going to be anywhere for like 15 years out. So you still have 15 years to build a brand, to build yourself, create a YouTube video, and leave it there forever. Then the concept of it being a legacy, you're literally planting a seed, and because it's going nowhere, even if nobody finds your video, if you do the right things with the tags and everything like that, your family members, distant family members that in the future could know who you are based on your YouTube channel. And it's digital real estate, so you can possibly make some kind of passive income off of it. I don't see a lose situation at all. If you own a business now and you're not on YouTube, you're losing. Because what you're doing is only relying on the area that you live in to make money, when there's a whole world out there that could possibly want your product. And the only way that they're gonna see it is the internet. And a lot of people resort to TikTok and Instagram. And while those things are great, TikTok to me, that's mind-numbing information. You're taking that information seriously, but it's really, to me, TikTok is like when the internet was first created. It's a wild, wild west of information. And the funny thing is, in Asia, TikTok is not what it is in the United States. It's completely different. So over there, it's more about education. I mean, you will find your mind-numbing information over there too, but it's more about education, whereas here, it's just about mind-numbing information. Yes, you will find your education here, but it's not gonna be, the algorithm's not pushing that to you. And Instagram, at this point, that's a glorified dating website, and if you're smart, you're using it as a business card. Twitter, Elon bought it to censor, to not have censorship, but it's being censored. And nobody likes to read at this point anyway. So yeah, you can get the thoughts of your favorite people in the world, but Twitter is at the bottom of the list. Pinterest is almost non-existent. So there's a lot of things of social media that doesn't make sense. And then the lifespan of those posts are nowhere near YouTube. So for example, if you post on Twitter, after 15 minutes, the lifespan is gone. You post on TikTok, I believe it's 6 hours. Instagram is 12 hours. But YouTube is 30 days. 30 days. You know what I mean? Like, think about Instagram. You post 100 videos. Unless somebody's stalking, 100 posts. Unless somebody's stalking you, nobody's scrolling all the way down. It's not happening. Nobody's scrolling all the way down. So, YouTube is something that is almost infinite. It's almost infinite. And you get to do what you love to do, as long as you figure it out and you stay consistent. What's to lose? What to lose? There's no reason that you shouldn't be on YouTube. I've always believed it. I've always said it. I've tried YouTube so many times in the past. This is the first time I'm really staying consistent with it. But I've always believed that it was the answer. You're broadcasting what you want within the constraints and confinements of the guidelines of YouTube. So as long as you stay within that, you're fine. And your videos will stay infinite. Infinite. The traffic that you can get on here, you can put a little link in the description below for anything that you want to sell, and somebody might click on it. Back in the day, I remember, and people still doing it today, they would get an affiliate partnership with Amazon, put all the products that they use in the video in links below. So not only are they making money off the YouTube video, but they're making money off Amazon too. So it's infinite. You can't do these things. There's no clickable link on Instagram. No clickable link on TikTok. Pinterest, again, it's irrelevant. That was the best way to share a link, but it's done now. Get on YouTube. It's digital real estate there's nothing that can happen to it other than the internet shutting down, which I don't believe that's a possibility. And Alphabet, not even Google, Alphabet going down. None of these things is happening. I'm sorry, it's not. I mean, it could, but I don't think that's at least for another 10 years. And if you can make money off of that for 10 years, why not? And at the very least, get the traffic to what you're actually selling. Even if you can't monetize the YouTube channel, get the traffic. So that's my rant for today. That's my rant for today. Get on YouTube. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Just pull out a camera. Y'all all got cell phones. Pull out your phone, turn it around, and just talk. At the very least, and then while you're doing that, you can come up with ideas on how to create a YouTube channel. But until then, it's your boy Chris Jack. Like, comment, subscribe. Canvas Nomad over here. And if you got this far in the video, you're my friend. I'll certainly appreciate it. Peace.